Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. This is Tamika's Den. I'm Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. So, guys, this is my review recap for Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, child. Season 5, Episode 18, Deleted but Not Forgotten. Baby, what is really going on, okay? What is the truth? Because something ain't right. Something is not seeming right, okay, and tasting right. And the daggone milk, y'all, is giving me, is spoiled. It's more to this damn story or it's less to this story. And y'all trying to pull stuff up y'all behind. I don't know which one is which. But Taylor and Chance, I'm so over y'all. I'm so sick of y'all. I'm so through with y'all. Been freaking over it, you know. Chance is on his last chance. He done got kicked the hell out the damn house, apparently texting women and men. Baby, Melissa and Louie. Louie, run for your life, okay, child? Go back home with your damn mama to Jersey because it's a no for me, dog. Ain't no way in the world Melissa and her raggedy behind family throw the whole damn family away, okay? They trash. You gonna sit here and disrespect me and degrade me because you feel like I was an addict or I was in jail and your sister's so much better than me. But your sister is the one, let us not forget, that chased this man down, was still crushing on him after 20 years stuck in her damn high school cheerleader freaking outfit. Girl, bye with that nonsense, okay? Chevelle and Quaylin, what is going on over there in your damn house? Because your daughter, honey, you mean to tell me all this time you never spoke to your daughter? You never wanted to know how she felt about Quaylin and whether she wanted him as a damn stepdaddy, but we over here arguing, got mamas about to fight and talking about all this money we going to spend on the wedding. We going to see about adoptions, but never discussed it with the freaking girl. And then instead of just telling Quaylin how she is feeling about this, we going to just say, oh no, we ain't listening to the lawyer. We ain't going to talk to her damn daddy about nothing. I think I done changed my mind about that. Lindsay and Blaine, girl, why are you over here? Your daughter got more damn sense than you, which is usually how it seems to work on these shows. She got more freaking sense than you, child, and she trying to school you and ask you why the hell you running and chasing behind somebody while you bending your damn knee to ask them to get married to you. And you over here lying about IUDs. Justine and freaking Michael, you gonna talk about something. What's wrong? What happened? Why is everybody crying? Because your whole freaking dumb behind waited literally to the last minute when y'all packing up bags to tell your freaking kids you moving, talking about they could come see you twice a damn month, dummy. Child, y'all. Lord, Lord, Lord. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Break it on down. Take it from the top. You know how we do. Who we gonna talk about first, y'all? Who we gonna talk about first? Because they all irking my soul and my spirit. All right. We're gonna talk about Justine and Michael first. Justine and Michael go over here. Mama done made this big Dominican-American breakfast. Okay, we throw down in the damn kitchen. We got pancakes everywhere. We got sausages. We got eggs. We about to have some breakfast and we about to have, you know, the families reunited and it feels so good. But no, baby, okay, because all of a sudden Justine over here in the corner... And Michael, you okay, boo? You know, what you crying about? Oh, it's just so beautiful to see the families together. I'm just loving this. You know, not just us here, but my mom is here too, and we are all as one. You know, this is our last day in Rhode Island. We're going to be getting ready to leave, and they don't know that yet. And so Michael's like, oh, I got an announcement to make. And they say, well, what's the announcement? I say, yeah, Michael, what's the announcement? You know, what else could you have to tell us? We already done heard about a wedding, and we done heard about a damn baby. And now what you going to tell us? Oh, well, me and the family is moving to Vegas. Even the way he phrased that, me and the family is moving to Vegas, as if you don't have a whole nother damn family here with your freaking kids that your mama and their mamas have basically been raising the whole time you've been in jail. And when the kids start freaking crying and the mom is like, what are we talking about? What's going on? Rewind that. What did you say? I'm sorry. I'm confused. I thought y'all was having the baby out here in Rhode Island. You know, oh no, we not gonna do that. It's just more beneficial, you know, between Michael's career. I said, what damn career? What career, Michael? Even if you went back and forth and then your stuff started kicking off and you said that, then maybe. Because where is Justine and Michael getting this money from? Side note, okay? Inquiring minds want to damn know. Where do y'all have money that you could sit here and talk about, you know, well, yeah, maybe I could talk to your mamas. So you ain't talk to their mamas. You ain't talked to none of your family. You ain't talked to your kids. And apparently you didn't even make sure shit was straight with your damn parole officer. But y'all ready to leave from here and pack damn boxes. And Justina's trying to say it went good. I said, girl, where did it go good at? Y'all literally talking about why are y'all crying? Why do you think they're crying? You just told them that you're picking up and moving away from them after they have already missed out on your life in having you in their lives this whole time that you've been in jail. Make it make freaking sense, y'all. These people that bring these men into their damn lives, y'all already know how I feel about it. And these men that come out and you have already missed a piece of their damn lives, but then you want to get married, be in other damn kids' lives, make a whole nother new freaking kid, and question why they're feeling the way they're feeling. And the answer is, oh, well, you know, maybe we could possibly bring y'all out like every other week, or we could, you know what I'm saying, come here once, you know, out the month, and then y'all come to us once a month, and that way we're seeing each other at least every other week. And don't get me wrong, there's plenty of families that do see each other every other week or every week that live in the same damn state. But the difference is, one, maybe they went to court and that's the way the courts had this situated because they couldn't do it on their own, or two, they came together and made these damn arrangements ahead of time and we all agreed on it, Michael. So you had time, you knew all this time that this is what you want to do, but you never talked to their mamas about it. You never talked to them about it. And now to try to pacify the damn situation, you trying to come up with this crappy ass plan at the last damn minute, and you don't want nobody to cry and feel away. And then we already got the two small ones crying, and when we asked the same older one that already kind of knew about it because the, you know, beans had got spilled to her, she starts to get in her feelings again and get emotional because she's like, I feel torn. One, I've been with my younger brother and sister all their lives and I really wouldn't want to leave them, and I also wouldn't want to leave my mom, so I'm kind of like feeling 50-50 on this. I don't know how to feel, and it's under freaking standable that they are feeling that way. And then, of course, you got the mamas in their feelings, too. Nobody knows how to feel about this because nobody was not expecting this whole freaking dumb ass shit to come out of the freaking blue. Okay? So, literally, when they get home, we got boxes everywhere and we putting stuff in it. So, I say, y'all waited literally down to the hour to tell them about it. Like, this is so freaking tacky and it's so wrong. I'm sorry. No matter how much you try to make it seem right, it's not. Just because it was a hard conversation for you to have does not mean that it's okay that you didn't have it. We got to have the hard damn conversations too. And Justine, for you to stand there and say, well, I feel bad because I don't want the kids to be blaming me and feel like I'm taking him away from them. That's exactly how the hell they gonna feel, girl. You as a woman and you with kids of your damn own, you should know that, and that should have been even more of a reason for you to say, Michael, we cannot put this off. This needs to be have a damn conversation had, okay? I don't want to hear that crap from you, okay? So he go on over to the parole officer or whatever. You know, he gets a call, and when he coming out the parole officer, we beating up the damn steering wheel, and we saying, well, that didn't go as planned. Okay, that didn't go good. I kind of got some bad news because apparently some paperwork, I don't know whether the kids misplaced it or whatever, but I can't really, you know, completely blame it on them. I got to go ahead and take care of this. And now I don't know. We may not even be able to just pick up and move. This could be a long process where I have to wait for this damn approval. And Justine is going to be so pissed off and so disappointed that this whole situation is even happening. And when she calls him and asks him how everything went, he basically tells her, oh, it's fine, it's all good, because he claims he don't want to tell her on the damn phone. So we already see what their damn issue is, besides them wearing these damn matching outfits every freaking day. They don't like to talk and stand up to things. We all want to put off shit to last minute to have conversations. That's what their problem is, okay? Moving on from Numb Child, because that just really ran my blood pressure up. I just can't with the freaking ignorance. Chevelle and Quaylin. Now, I just finished saying last week that I appreciate so far from what we see how Quaylin really wants to be in this little girl's life, wants to be a dad. I'm like, I hope nothing else don't come out about him later on. You know, he's done his time. He's out. They seem like they have a good relationship. I'm like, most of the problems between Chevelle and Quaylin seem like it's really they mamas. Well, baby, I might have spoke too goddamn fast, okay? Because Chevelle sitting down at this table with her daughter, And she's asking her how you feel about Quaylon being your stepdaddy. Before we even get there, she's saying how she don't even want her kissing Quavon because she's basically Quaylon, rather, y'all. I'm sorry. I'll be calling him everything under the sun. I know who I'm talking about. She don't want her kissing him because he may not have even brushed his, teeth, and we laughing at that. Then she's basically like, nah, I don't want him to be my stepdad. She's like, well, you already be calling him daddy. Well, no, I stopped doing that. I'm not doing that no more. Well, why is that? I just don't want to call him that, Well, don't you have fun with him? Don't you enjoy spending time with him? You and him had just went over to the amusement park the other day, and it's like, yeah, that was fun or whatever. It was cool, but when it's all said and done, I would have wished that you would have been there with me too. And she's like, yeah, but I'm trying to let y'all get used to being able to, hang out with each other and spend time with each other as well and form your own relationship. And so she's like, well, what's going on? Tell me what's happening. Talk to me. And then she was like, yeah, no, I don't really like the whole idea of him being your being no type of stepfather, because then what happens when something happens to you? And she's like, what do you mean? She was like you die or something, or you take something and you end up passing out. And I'm saying, well, why would that even be on a child's mind? Like, don't get me wrong. I know these kids is smart. Sometimes our minds could go to different things, but usually it either somebody else that had a situation like that put that fear in her, or she saw something with you that put that fear in her to have that thought. That's not just a random thought that a kid just pulls out they damn behind, for no daggone reason, in my opinion, right? So that already raises a damn red flag for me, where I'm like, why is this little girl talking about, even though we know life and death and sickness can be a part of things, and you can be overprotective of your child or your parent or whatever, yeah, but that just seemed a little random and kind of out of nowhere for me, like something that this little girl seen or heard that makes her have that type of fear now. And it sounds like y'all need to be digging into that more deeper. But nonetheless, she was like, then what would happen to me? Who would be my mom? And I wouldn't want to be left with him, and I wouldn't have to go nowhere with him. And so she still keep busy like, well, why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? And we don't really never get a full answer on it. It's just kind of like, well, no, that's the way I feel or whatever. So she's over here like, oh, she's so overprotective of me. She worries about me and stuff like that. And she was like, now this is making me feel like I got to think about this situation a little bit more. This still might be too soon for her. And she might feel a little funny because of the fact that me and Quaylon used to always be doing the makeup, the breakup a couple of different times. And she might feel scared that, this is not going to be a long-term thing either, and he's going to end up breaking up with me again and leaving again. And yeah, that could be a possibility too. But that was not what that was giving me. That was giving me that there's something else happening there. So now we over here with them in the kitchen cooking, and Quaylon and her, vibing, and him saying how he going to be doing the Dougie down the aisle and all of this. And we talk about, how everything went with the adoption lawyer, and she starts saying, I think I'm having second thoughts about calling my child's father. And he's like, well, why would you be having second thoughts? The lawyer said that's what we have to do. She's talking about, I don't got to do anything but be black and die. And he was like, well, she said that it would be easier if he agrees, so you got to have this phone call with him. And we going to go back and forth for about 5 minutes of, no, I don't have to do that, and I'm not doing it. And she's saying that, he said, well, what, are you scared to talk to him? No, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I just don't want to talk to him anyway. And this is just how I feel. And so she's like, I don't feel like I should have to do that or whatever, right? And he said, well, if you don't want to do it, then don't do it. But he said, if you don't do it, then I'm calling him and I'm going to talk to him about it, because we have to have his consent in order for me to be able to do this or whatever. And then she going, what part you don't understand? And he was like, I'll just have a man-to-man conversation with him or whatever. And she was like, I know how much he cares about us. That's what she, cares about Mata. That's what she was saying in the confessional. But she was like, now I'm feeling like she may not be ready for this adoption process. And my whole thing is, why don't you just tell him that, instead of having this 5-minute argument where you going back and forth and you telling him that you're not going to do it, and he's saying, so the whole us going to the lawyer and having this conversation was a whole waste of time. And he was like, I don't understand why you're having a damn change of heart. And she's like, well, why can't I have a change of heart, or whatever the case may be? And she's like, I'm just not doing it, and I said what I said, and that's that. And so he was like keeping on saying he gonna holler at him, and she's like, no, you're not gonna holler at him. You don't even know him from a hole in the wall. What you look like having a conversation with him or whatever, right? And so if I'm not having the conversation with him, then that's pretty much the end of it. And he was like, you coming off a little hostile or whatever, and this is a situation about a child or whatever. The man ain't even never here. And so she was like, okay, well, that's between me and him or whatever, and what's between me and you is between me and you. And he said, oh, now we getting into that equation like that now, whatever. And he's like, you know what? I'm over all of this. I'm through with this shit. This is starting to like really tick me the hell off. And, he was like, walking in the room with that attitude or whatever. And she was like, well, now he's saying he looking at stuff differently or whatever. And he was like, now this got me questioning Chevelle and questioning our relationship. So, she was like, as my husband. And he said, well, baby, I may not even be your husband. Okay, that may not be happening. And he basically slams the door and she starts rolling her eyes up in her damn head. So I don't know what's going on over there with Chevelle and Quaylin, honey. But I guess but the mamas ain't the only damn issue. Now, moving on from there. We had, we could talk about Lindsay and Blaine because honestly, it wasn't much going on with this. And I'm so freaking just annoyed that they even brought them back. I said that from when we first seen their damn faces. Now, Lindsay with her daughter, her daughter fixing up her hair, putting her little curls in or whatever. And Lindsay over here, oh, is this what you would be doing if you was home, with your nana or whatever? And she was like, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Ain't really, a big deal or whatever the case may be. Only difference is that is you and not nana. And she's over here kind of biting her damn nails. Another one trying to procrastinate and wait and figure out how she could tell her that she proposed to Blaine and they're going to get married. So after she finished asking her for the 100th time, how are you liking Blaine? How are you liking being here with your little brother now and all of that? Oh, well, good. I'm glad that you feeling like you like it here and you comfortable and everything because I proposed to Blaine. And her daughter looking at her like she got 3 damn heads. Like, what? And she was like, well, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Isn't he supposed to propose to you? Oh, well, I felt like he was taking too long and I wanted to go ahead and propose to him because I really want to be married and I want us to be a family. And she's like, in today's age, it's okay for a woman to propose to a man. And me and her daughter said, I guess, girl, if you said so. Okay. So she was like, I don't see no issue with it. And she was like, well, why are you in such a rush? Because she was like, when do you think y'all would be getting married? And Lindsay was saying as soon as possible. She really don't want to wait. Okay. So she was like, what, are you pregnant or something? She like, no. She was like, I mean, did you feel like he was going to run away from you if you didn't ask? Was you scared that you was about to lose him? Like, girl, make it make sense for me. Explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old as to why you are asking this man to marry you and you couldn't wait for him to ask does he even really want you if he wasn't asking you and you felt like he was taking too long? I said, come on, girl, ask the right questions, baby. Okay, at least Nana taught my girl, okay, a little something because it sure skipped over freaking Lindsay behind. And so she basically was like, no, and I'm actually starting to get irritated that she keep even asking me that. I don't understand what the issue is. In today's, world, things have changed and times has changed and we don't have to do it the old fashioned way or whatever the case may be. And so she was like, how's that going to work? You're going to have to hurry up and run and go get you a wedding dress and he going to have to hurry up and run and go get him a tux or whatever the case may be for y'all to be able to do this. What? And she was like, it's just not making no sense to me. Okay. And so, child, I was like, here we go. Another situation where she already had this conversation with her daughter and her daughter already done said like, nah, I don't want no stepdaddy. Okay. And you don't need to rush and get no freaking married. I like things the way that they are. And I would like to get accustomed to them being just the way that they are. Okay. Just me and you. I'm trying to get to know you as my damn mama. But of course we ignored all of that. And we're going to ignore this part too and say we getting irritated that our damn child is telling us the freaking truth. Child. So now we go on over here to the doctor, right? Apparently we've been having some bleeding. We done had this IUD that we got about 2 weeks ago and we don't know whether it came out, whether it's in right. We want to get that checked. We get into a whole conversation about how You know, the first time that we had one and it was only supposed to stay in for 5 years, but it stayed in for 7 because apparently when you locked up, they could give 2 craps about your damn health care, and they come down and pat you on the damn head and be like, you know, you okay, just go ahead and keep it moving. And so you have the doctor asking her, do we think that we could possibly be pregnant? You know, oh no, it ain't no pregnancy thing going on or whatever, right? And then she says she haven't even been having sex because she didn't know if it was something that he was going to be able to feel and all of that. And she said, well, it may be a little bit uncomfortable for him. And so she talking about she haven't told him yet, and she, you know, don't want him to find out this way. And they were saying that they could go ahead and check her or whatever, right? And so the doctor told her it's a possibility, but it's not likely. And she was like, it's okay. And she said, well, I just hate for him to find out that way or whatever, right? And she said, well, how long, you know, has it been? And I think she told her 6 years or whatever the case may be, right? And so she was like, am I lying to not tell Blaine that I'm using an IUD? And it's like, why, girl? Why is this even important? Why do we care whether you tell Blaine about the IUD or not? But why are we also rushing to get married to hide that we have an IUD? If you can't even tell him that, why are we getting married? Why are we having any of these freaking conversations? This is a complete waste of freaking time. Bye. Okay? The next couple, child, that not only can they go bye-bye, but they really, truly need to clean their damn toilet and they got darn house all together. Taylor and freaking Chance. We go from Taylor and Chance getting along for 2.5 seconds. He done brung one of them raggedy ass limos around because of course we gonna play it off like we want to take her out, like we need a little break after everything we done went through. We done borrowed this $1,000 and paid back Bebo or whatever the hell his damn name was. You know, we over here fixing up one of these tables that Taylor and Chance call themselves having a business doing now, and we having this conversation, and of course we just beating each other in the head with the usual nonsense that we always do. You know, oh, we getting along now. This is better. This is the way that it should be. I love you. You love me. We gonna sing the damn Barney song. And you know, we so glad that we being open and honest now, and we never gonna lie to each other again, and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And so he's surprising her with this limo and saying, let's go ahead for this ride. You know, it's free $99. And she like, okay, that's, you know what I'm saying, figures I like to hear. That's within my price range. And so now when we get in the limo and we riding, you know, oh, wouldn't this be a good investment too? And she's like, no, I don't think we should be thinking about no other investments or whatever, right? We should be focusing on the business and what we have at hand and ourselves and our kids or whatever. And then maybe later down the line, we could do something like this. You know, I love the fact that you think about these different ideas and you have all these different ambitions and you trying to reach for the sky. I say, yeah, okay, girl, that's a nice way of putting it. But I don't think this is something that we should be considering right now. Let's just go ahead and take care of, okay, eat what's on our plate before we looking at somebody else's damn plate. So then we stop at this restaurant and it's like, oh, you know, I heard this place is good. I don't know if it's true or not. I guess we gonna find out. And it was so funny too, because while they was riding in the limo, they heard a damn thump and it was like, did the tire just fly off? He talking about, no, listen to that motor. It's in great condition. I said, yeah, okay. When it literally had duct tape somewhere in there, child. But nonetheless, you know, we basically stop and we get in the same thing, 2 Philly cheesesteaks, but you know, she want onion rings, she love her onion rings, and they saying how they gonna bring it out to the car. And so we had a little moment of peace where she was like, oh, I love this, you know, I appreciate you taking the initiative to bring this out here, you know, bring us out here, and I wish that it could stay this way, and I really hope that you are going to be on the up and up and do what you gotta do and not be keeping no more secrets from me, and you know, if it could stay this way, we on the right road. And she's basically saying to all of us, like, I see the potential in Chance, basically the same thing she was telling Bobby, and I see how much things that he can do, you know, if he don't get into his own way and he don't be doing all this other foolishness and foolery. And I keep giving him chances because I see the, you know, the chance that he can be the best, you know, person in the damn world or whatever, right? The best thing since cooked rice. But this is going to be the last chance. I said, girl, is it really? Is it going to be the last chance or is it going to be the 50th, girl? Okay, which one is it? Please, please, please let me know. So all of a sudden we seeing something be put up on the screen that production was told that she kicked Chance out the house. I said, girl, you kicked Chance out the house? Wow, what Chance did now? What happened? What's going on, girl? Okay, do tell. Inquiring minds want to know. So they get over there and she starts talking about how it was all these different texts, okay, going on over 100 and something texts, a couple different hours. And, you know, I'm asking him who it is and I'm asking him what's going on and he lying about it. And then just because he didn't want to show her, you know, the phone and admit to what the heck was going on, he actually ended up throwing his daggone phone in the toilet, and how she would never, you know, throw her phone in the toilet, and she can't believe this. And she was like, he's being flirty with these girls, he got all these different friends, you know, he's doing all this stuff behind my back. And then she seen something with some guys too, and she was like, so now I gotta worry about guys and girls. She said, no, boo, it's too much, you know, I can't do it, I'm done with it, I'm over it, and all of that. She was like, I don't know what the hell is going on or whatever, right? And so I'm like, what's happening right now? Like, I'm so freaking confused, y'all. I don't get it, right? And so then they was basically like, well, why do you still have the phone in the toilet? And she's like, you know, hey, because he put it there or whatever, right? And I wasn't going to dig my hand in there and get it out. But then she do go and reach in there to get it out or whatever and throw it and washing her hands and talking about, ew, that's so disgusting. I said, girl, what's disgusting is that goddamn toilet, okay? That shit had a ring around where the damn water was at. Okay, you need to scrub that out. So, of course, when Chance is talking from his perspective, which nobody gives a damn about, he over here how she's be trying to set him up. Okay, she was trying to conspire and trick him or whatever. You know, he knew it was her that was texting him all that time. At first, he was trying to ignore the text. Then he just was like, okay, this what she want. I'm going to play her game. And I was playing the game with her and whatever the case may be. And then she got upset after the fact. And we see him calling her up on the phone. Supposedly, he done snuck back in the house, took the rest of his stuff out, and took her laptop by mistake in the mix of it, right? And so we supposed to be coming back to bring the laptop back. It's all freaking childish bullcrap games. And she's saying, well, what time are you going to be coming back? Because I want to make sure the kids ain't here, because I don't want us to be in here arguing in front of the kids and you being disrespectful or whatever. And he's basically like, you know, you sounding all irritated. What's wrong with you? And he's like, I'm not going to be doing nothing in front of the kids. And she said, well, you was over here throwing, you know, your phone in the damn toilet. And she's saying she tired of it. He's saying he tired of it. And she's like, well, why are you even calling me? The only thing I want to know about is my, you know, laptop. And he's like, that's why I'm calling you, Sherlock. I want to come by and bring the laptop to you. And so he's like, oh, well, you know, what do you have to know when I'm coming for it? Because you want to make sure that one of your boyfriends is, you know what I'm saying, not there when I get there. So she like, well, I don't know. You shouldn't be worried about my boyfriend. You should be worried about your boyfriend. I said, child, what is happening here? Okay, like, please leave each other the hell alone. Please leave each other the hell alone. Like, why, Taylor? I know that you are like, damn, I'm really connected to this freaking piece of crap for the rest of my damn life because I had a baby with him. But you don't have to sit here and have this foolishness of going back and forth, having him coming in and out your house, having him calling your phone. Well, hopefully you ain't going to have that for a while anyway, because to my understanding, shout out to Auntie's advice, he done been locked up like 3 more times, and he had got arrested just recently for, you know, stealing somebody's daggone vehicle allegedly. So he probably ain't getting out no time soon, because he ain't going to have that damn bail money any freaking way. And it's been a hot mess between them even before that, with them arguing back and forth on social media and her talking about doing some damn, what the hell was it? What's them damn things that people be doing? I done forgot the name of it, where they taking pictures and putting out videos of their stuff to make money. Girl, I don't know what you need to do, Taylor, but I know you need to tell Chance to call Tyrone. Okay, change your damn number, girl, and go ahead with your life. Unfortunately, you had a damn baby by him. I wish you wouldn't have did that part. You was smart enough not to marry him. I would leave that the hell alone and I wouldn't never look back, girl. I don't know how many warning signs and red damn flags you done got when it came to freaking chance. The next thing, I mean, what else is it gonna take? The only other thing that could happen to you at this point is some bricks fall on your freaking head, girl. If you ain't got it by now, you ain't never gonna get it, okay? Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never get it, okay? I don't know what the hell else to say, but it's just too much damn foolishness for me, and it look like it's gonna be a hot damn mess this next episode, y'all. But that was basically Love After Lockup. To be honest, in my opinion, it really wasn't much. It was just more of the same daggone, dragged out things to annoy my soul and my spirit. But you guys put it in the comments. Tell me, what did y'all think about this episode? What you liked, what you didn't like. Okay. Y'all, I almost forgot. I was about to leave y'all and I forgot I didn't talk about Melissa and Louie. Louie went on a daggone job interview, y'all. Okay, Louie kept it real. Louie was honest. It looked like the guy was actually liking him and vibing with him. He appreciated his honesty. However, once he told him about the fact that he did heroin and the pills and all that, the guy was also honest with him. He said, listen, I know a lot of people that did good for a long time and then they end up falling back into it. That's a very serious drug. I don't know if I could be able to trust you. I don't know what position I could put you in here. But he did tell him he would let him know if anything comes up and that he also could come there and work out if he needs to, right? And that, he sees that he is somebody that went through a hard time, was locked up, went through things that he went through and is trying to make, something better for himself, but he don't know if he's a fit for there. Okay, fine, right? Louis, of course, was disappointed when he got in the car. He's like, I get that I messed up. I know that it's my fault. I know I have to take accountability for it, but I do get discouraged. Like, no matter what, that's always going to be held against me, and there's nobody that's ever going to be willing to give me a chance, right? So he's already feeling kind of down and kind of beat up. Not even 5 minutes of him walking into the door, Melissa's like, where were you? And it's like, oh, I went to the job interview, but I don't really know if they're going to call me back or whatever, right? And she goes, oh, what a waste of time. I said, no, Melissa, it wasn't a waste of time. First of all, if you don't get out here and you don't try, okay, then you're not going to freaking know or be able to get anything. You have to put your foot out there to be able to do it in the first place, whether it's a yes or no that you get. What do you mean it was a waste of freaking time? I swear this chick annoys the hell out of me. Then she's starting, oh, I'm so nervous. My nerves is bad. I'm not in a good mood because my family supposed to be getting ready to get here. We're having this housewarming. We need to get the things together before they come. So we getting the stuff together or whatever. And as they walking in the door, they like, hey, what's going on? And it's like, oh, Louis, he went to a job interview today, but it was a complete waste of time. And I don't know, I believe that is one of the sister's boyfriends that was talking, if I'm not mistaken. He was like, he been here not even 24 damn hours. Okay, he went for one job interview. Like, you know what I mean? Give the goddamn break. He just got a job. He just got here. Like, we know it was going to take him some time for him to be able to get something. He was the only one that talked like he had some freaking common sense to the situation. Melissa's sisters over here making their freaking ugly ass damn faces up at him or whatever. And, Louis over here trying to pass them the platter and stuff like that of food while they there. Oh, do you want this and do you want that? And he was like, yo, he only been here 2 days. He's coming from a state damn prison. And, Louis like, that's what I was trying to explain to them. It's all a process. And that's what I'm trying to tell her. And she got to be patient. He said, give me 2 weeks and I promise you that I will get something. So then here come Mama Donna walking in and they all talking about some, oh, who's this? And he's like, oh, hi, Mama, whatever. And they said, oh, well, this is the famous Donna that we always hearing about. And she's shaking everybody's hands and introducing them. And then she looking like, the hell is wrong? Why y'all looking at me like this? What the hell is going on? They invited me and I brought, a nice housewarming gift for you or whatever. And so, the same friend that was saying before how she worries, or is that her sister? Child, y'all know who I'm talking about. The same one that they went for the damn massage, and she was basically saying how she have concerns because she was with somebody that also was an addict or whatever. And of course, Mama Donna come in and she says, yo, it's been 24 hours. He just got here. Give him a chance. With his background, it's going to take time, and it's not going to be as easy as somebody that doesn't have a background like his. And let's not act like people that have whole damn degrees that have never touched a drug and never been in jail don't also be having a hard time finding a damn job, right? And so here she go, oh, she coming in here like Louis is something special, and he really ain't nothing special at all. I think it's all bull, and he definitely don't deserve, Melissa and blah, blah, blah. And so she asked Donna to speak for a minute, and Donna was like, why not? And regardless of what, Donna has definitely not been on my favorite person. There's been plenty of times that I have got on her, but I had Donna back in this bitch today, okay? Because you over here, oh, Louis been a drug addict, and I dealt with somebody in a similar drug situation, and once a drug addict, always they always a drug addict, and I didn't want her to go through this. And Donna said, okay, sorry, I'm, sorry you went through that. And she was like, I know that they can relapse. And she said, I've been there and did that with Louis, and it was something very hard for me to have to go through or whatever. And, yeah, it is her sister, right? And so she was like, I really don't want my sister to go through this, and I feel like she's not prepared. And Donna said, I get it, because I wasn't prepared. I had no clue that he was even using, okay? The long time went past before I didn't know. And she said, how did you find out? And she said, and one day he was having a seizure, and I had to call 911, okay? He had done passed out in the living room. I didn't know what the hell to do, And then about 6 years ago, he had another hard crash, and he called me crying and asked me to come to the jail and visit him, and he was just crying so uncontrollably and saying how, he wanted to change his life and stuff like that, and he's basically never touched it again. So she like, oh, so he got clean in prison? And she's like, yeah, pretty much, he had called her hysterical that time. And so she said, it's been a long impact on me. I didn't know how deep it was. I didn't know how bad it was. I didn't know how hard it was until when I went through it with him or whatever, right? But he is a completely different person now than he was then. He's basically been clean until this point. And so she was like, so it did take him going to jail for him to get clean. And Donna was basically keeping it real, like, yes, it did. And so she said, well, he has told me he has absolutely no desire to use drugs or whatever the case may be, that his drug of choice is Melissa, right? And so the sister was like, well, when you're in love with an addict, they will make you believe that, they wouldn't lie to you, but a lot of times they do end up lying to you. You find out other words, and I don't want her to have to live with that. And I get it. I respect it. We all are going to want the best and look out for our brother, our sister, our mother, our father, our kids the best way that we can. And we could try to teach them as much as we can. We could try to, show them as much as we can. Most times they have to learn on their own, whether it be good or bad, right? Most times us just saying it to them is not going to make them be like, oh, because you said that, let me go ahead and do it the way that you're saying it. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them feeling that way or them, being protective of Melissa. But I'm also like, yo, if you're going to be protective of Melissa, then guess what? Yes, Louis' mother has just as much right to be protective of him. Thank God she was there, because if she wasn't, y'all just was all thinking that y'all was going to beat up on him and drag him through the damn mud and act like he was the worst damn thing on this freaking earth or whatever the case may be. But y'all nasty ass attitudes make y'all worse, in my opinion, okay? Y'all looked like freaking crap up here, being disrespectful and nasty to this man and his mother right off the bat, just because of the fact that he went to jail or he had a damn addiction before. I know plenty of freaking people that have had addictions and have went to jail, but they have turned their whole damn lives around and do a whole lot better than the quote-unquote ones that's supposed to be the smartest ones, supposed to be the ones that never had a drink, never had a smoke, never went to jail. You can't box everybody into one damn box and make freaking blanket statements and also use that as an excuse to be disrespectful to someone that has not been disrespectful to you. That's not okay with me. I'm sorry. It's just not. They were rude and they were nasty, just like they were rude and nasty when he came to the freaking cookout. And that's a no for me, dog. So when they were sitting there, one time and Donna finished talking and we went back out in the living room and Melissa's father wanted to be like, yeah, because I'm Big Ron and, what I say goes. And if you mess with my daughter or you hurt my daughter in any way, it's going to be on site, baby. I'm going to be looking for you. And Donna came back and said, well, guess what? If she hurt my son, it ain't going to be me that's going to be looking, but you damn sure better be looking over your shoulder because something going to be coming for your ass too. And he was like, yeah, because that's how the Italians do. She said, that's why I said what I said. I said, I know that's right, Miss Donna. You better break it down for them assholes, because what you think you going to do? Who you think you scaring right now? Like, if we gonna be nasty, then let's get freaking nasty. If you treat me nice and treat me with respect, then I could be nice and I could treat you with respect too. And at this point, Louis over here like, and then she, Daddy said he was going outside for a smoke. And then Donna was like, let me go head out here for a minute. So she said, you know what? I think we got onto the wrong damn foot. Okay, we both was ready to jump. Okay, you want to fight? What? But I'm going to calm it all down, and I'm going to let you know the same way you overprotective of your daughter is the same way I'm overprotective of my son. I lost him for a few years with him being messed up and getting on drugs or whatever have you and going to jail. He just got back into my life. So yes, it's a lot for him to, move out here and start this life with your daughter. And all I could do is try to guide him and hope that he could do the best that he could do. And in turn, since he's with your daughter, hope that she's going to be the best thing for him and give both of them the support or whatever the case may be and be there. And we have to look out for both of them, okay, and come together as a family. And so then we started kind of getting into a different vibe, because even before that, when she was sitting in front of the whole family, she was saying he was respectable, he was nice, and they said, oh, you should have had her go to the interview for you. She's really selling you, huh? And then, the father had came on his face and was like, Donna, I think you getting too attached to him, or you are too attached to him, which I have said that, but bitch, you just as attached. You and Donna is literally two sides of the same freaking coin, but yet you think it's okay for you to be attached to your daughter in that way, but some way, somehow, it's supposed to be less, and she not supposed to be attached to her son and feel like he worth something. Excuse me, bitch? I didn't like that. I didn't like it at all. So I wasn't mad at Donna when she came out that way. So everybody else got quiet during that time when they both was going back and forth. But like I said, we took it outside to the porch or whatever, and we were saying how, this is the Italian way. This is how Italians are with their family or whatever. Listen, that might be one of the ways that y'all have, but that's a whole lot of people ways, whether they Italian or not. I'm going to let you know that right now. So she was like, let's go ahead and hug it out or whatever, right? And then she said, damn, we both having a hard time getting up to even hug each other. And then when they did go ahead and get in the damn, get back in the house, child, I forgot his daggone name, Louis, had ended up asking him, like, so how was that conversation or whatever? And he said, actually, it was good. I think we may end up getting married in a month. He kind of made a joke about it. And Louis started laughing, and we seemed like once they had that part out, they was basically on the same page, and they was saying how, he understood where she was coming from and had no choice but to respect it as her being a mother that went through what she went through with him. And she respected how, he felt about his daughter or whatever, right? And so we said, yeah, we gonna do what we gotta do. He's all I got. She's all I got. My kids is all I got. We all we got, and we in this together, right? And she has said that she appreciate if he keep an eye on him. And he said he will keep an eye on him, okay? It's the Italian way. So we was all right after that, right? Wasn't much of the bickering and stuff after that. And Louis seemed okay with the father. The father seemed okay with him. At one point, she came on in and gave Louis a gift, and she was still getting kind of choked up, and he was like, see, this is what I'll be talking about. She was like, listen, let me be in my damn feelings, okay? And she also went and gave Melissa a hug and was telling her, to be there for him. And she was like, oh, I am. Now, Melissa was phony in her face, but when she walking away and we talking to the confessional, of course, we gonna be like, oh, I don't know what this is all about. I don't trust her. One minute she was giving me a hard time to be with Louis, but the next minute, she want to talk about she leaving him for me to take care of, and I'm sure she gonna be coming back, and she gonna be coming back unannounced. She just have a nasty spirit. Her family have a nasty spirit, which lets me know where the hell she got it from. They are just turn me off with it. I mean, when you have nasty attitudes like that, it make you nasty. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just don't like it. And I don't see her and Louis lasting long. In my opinion, he should have got right in that damn cab with his mama, went back home with her, and went back to work at the damn pizza place, okay? And left Melissa and her damn family there to go ahead and do whatever the hell they doing, okay? But that's what I got. Yeah, I forgot all about them for a minute. You know, give me a wave. Let me know you came by. Put some flames up in the sky, y'all. You know, like, comment, share, subscribe if you are so inclined. So next time, for real this time, y'all. Toodaloo. Goodbye.